Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Unversed podcast. Me and Grant today talking more Gintama.
Lessons 100 through 150.
Yeah, 101 to 150. There was a lot of stuff happening here. A lot of important arcs. And also in this section of Gintama, he's very comfortable with writing more arcs that last like 2 to 3 chapters. There was a lot of arcs like that here.
Oh yeah, those.
Yeah.
Those are like half episodes at this point.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, like say if a full episode comes out, what the fuck am I looking at? If a full, I would watch it at the gym, and sometimes the episodes would be split into two. Like one arc is like 15 minutes, and then another arc is like 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because there's some in here where it could be done really fast. Like one that was pretty fun was Katsura. He decided to have an interview with the news anchor to spread more word about the revolutionaries or whatever, about the rebels. I could see that being half an episode. It was pretty funny.
Did you get to the part where what's his name? The spy joins the Patriots, and it's like ridiculous.
No, I don't think I read that part yet.
Okay, that's probably later. My bad. I thought it was one of those arcs.
No worries. Reading some of this stuff right here and just seeing Gintoki and everybody interact with each other, I'm like, this is just us, the manga, if you think about it.
It really is just doing retarded stuff or doing dumb stuff. That's how we act at cons, pretty much.
Yeah, because there was the Snow Festival chapter.
Oh,
with the
Neo
Armstrong cannon.
Yeah, You're gonna see that a lot.
Yeah, that was a fun chapter. It was just like, oh yeah, everybody knows about this. Sure, it's one of the things I love about Gintama.
It's like, you haven't heard of this before? Like, it was used. It's the Neil Armstrong Cyclone Jet Armstrong cannon. That's the full thing.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Oh man.
Yeah,
So that was one of the arcs then.
Yeah, I think that was 2 chapters.
Yeah, that was like half an episode.
Yeah. A lot of fun stuff here to go through. The tones are still very strong here as far as like his writing goes when it comes to like having comedy and drama mixed like really well. Really good stuff here. Like the Dongo Shop chapter that I read, Gintoki, he goes to this old like family run shop where they sell dongos, and that's all they sell because it's like a family tradition. And there's like this new shop this alien opened up for other sweets, and he's just trying to, he was trying to do the best sweet shop in the galaxy or whatever. So he had a contest of whose sweets were better, and then the only people that ate at the old man's shop was just Gintoki, Shinpachi, and Kagura. That was a good one because there's a lot of humor when they're eating. And then, there's some good moments between Gintoki and the Dongo shop owner. The trope with Gintoki is he always acts like he doesn't care, or like he'll start making up random things up, but then, you see the true intentions once he starts doing like action.
It can get wholesome sometimes. It really can, especially during some of the sad arcs.
Oh yeah, like during the biggest arc I would say is the Yagyu clan arc where was it Ote, Shinpachi's sister, kind of gets kidnapped, quote unquote, from a childhood friend, and it's just like, yeah, no, we're gonna get married, this and that, and so everybody rolls up to pretty much rescue her from this castle.
Kyubei, that's her name.
Yeah, Kyubei. Yeah.
She just wants to be a man because she likes women.
Yeah, well, she was forced to grow up as a boy because it was always everything would always inherit to the firstborn son, but her mom died and father didn't want to remarry, so she had to pretty much take that on. And I was like, yeah, we're getting to some deep stuff here for sure. A lot of layers in that arc.
Yeah. Also, Kyubei is the definition of "don't touch me."
Yeah, she shows up later with the I forget what they call it. Where is it? After this arc, there was that arc where the swordsman that has like this weird fetish with with her, and it's just like she
hmm
needs to act like a girl. I found this flyer about sex change surgery, like you guys have to help her. And it's like, oh, how about we have one of those mixers, And that was a fun one too.
I think the most memorable scene in that arc is when they're all in the restroom and there's like no toilet paper.
Yeah. I remember reading that before and then getting back to it. It's just as hilarious, especially the part where her grandfather, he just opens the door and he's just naked, and I forget what he says, and he closed the door and he's like, guys, that didn't work.
No. The sandpaper.
Oh yeah, and then the
Man.
sandpaper part, yeah, hilarious.
Freaking Kondo was just like, oh god, I have to use sandpaper or this photo of Otai-chan. Screw it, I'm gonna use the sandpaper, and he just starts bleeding everywhere.
Yeah. It was also hilarious too how it's just like, yeah, the real reason he's here is because he doesn't want to marry a literal gorilla.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're gonna see a lot of gorilla memes.
Yeah, no, I can't wait.
Oh man, fucking Kondo. But yeah, it's a good arc. It introduces Kyubey, her past, and you get to see her more, and you understand her quirks when you see her later on. So she's an important character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she shows up every now and then. She showed up, I think, only one time since then.
Mm-hmm. She's a really good swordsman, though. Like, she's really strong.
Oh yeah, like she was whooping on what the hell's his name, Hijikata, pretty good.
Oh yeah, I remember when they put the plates around their forehead, and they were and like, what was it? Kagura and Okita were just going at it.
Yeah, and then and then I remember Kagura put it under her foot. She's like, "Yeah, they won't find it," and then she broke it by stepping on it.
Oh my god, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
Let's see. You get to meet Princess Bubbles too, the monkey.
Yeah.
She has a ridiculous long name. Wait, no, I'm thinking of a different monkey. Never mind.
Oh, are you? Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's way later on. But anyways, yeah, that was a really funny arc. And then the next one, that's about Sogo.
Oh, the next big one, yeah, is Sogo's sister comes into the story.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot that she dies at the end of this arc.
Yeah, she does. And like, I feel it's the first arc also where Gintoki appears without Shinpachi and Kagura. And it also reveals the reason why like Sogo is the way he is to Hijikata.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts in the anime though was he was talking to his sister at the restaurant, and like he kept on saying boku wa, which means like I am in Japanese, but you only say boku if you're like really. And so his comrades were just hiding behind these this desk, and they're like, "Oh my god, he said boku! He said boku!" And then like he's just like, "Oh sister, what is that over there?" Pulls out a rocket launcher and shoots him.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff. Yeah, he's always like very innocent towards her.
Yeah, it's the only time you get to see Sogo innocent, like purely innocent. Yeah, I felt bad for him though, especially with his sister. That was like his only relative. Yeah,
she was like the mother figure in his life, and then yeah, Hijikata. We found out like his backstory as well, and the relationship with those two and Kondo all together. How they're all trained in the same dojo, and yeah, it gets pretty serious. I thought Gintoki was great here as well.
Yeah, and then towards the end when Hijikata starts eating the spicy rice crackers.
Yeah,
because that's Mitsuba's favorite food.
Yeah, she likes eating spicy food. Yeah.
Not mayonnaise for once.
But yeah, but the gimmick is still there when she pulled out the bottle of what was it, Tabasco.
Yeah.
Yeah, the scene she pulls the Tabasco out and pours it on the sundae. And it's just like, what are you doing? She's like, yeah, everything tastes better when it's spicy. And she hands it to Gin, to eat. And he's just like, well, I already had two. And then she started coughing, like she's like, while looking at Gintoki, and Soko's like, oh my God, what's wrong? And he's like, oh, okay, maybe I'll eat just a little bit. And then she starts coughing even harder, and he's like, you want me to eat the whole thing? And then she starts coughing blood.
Oh shit.
It's that kind of comedy. That's just, it's so over the top. Like, you can't help but laugh.
Yeah, dude. Cause that I'm telling you, dude, this is like one of the most funniest like manga or anime I've watched / read. I think I saw one of your manga edits, I think, where they put the firecracker up the ninja's butt.
Oh, no, it's not an edit. That was just a random panel when they were in the hospital.
And then the next arc after hers was the hardball detective. He tries to act like a badass, but he's not. Yeah,
it's great. He's like, can I get some brandy? And it's like, it's sake. Just call it brandy.
Mm-hmm. God damn it.
Yeah, no, that guy was hilarious. I like that arc. It was with the fox thief. And
you do see him. Sorry, you do see him again, but it's not till like way later.
Oh no, he showed up. He showed up in the next big arc right after this for like a panel or two. Yeah,
gotcha, because he's got a BDSM fetish.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yeah, he likes to be like tied up.
Yeah, it's hilarious. He just loves those. It's just he saw the movies, right, and then that's just where he went from there.
I think so. Yeah, I thought you were talking to me like, oh, there's only like 2 Gintama movies if you don't count the live action.
Yeah. No, but that was a good arc too. It has that nice like parody towards like hard cop films,
Exactly. Hard boiled.
I remember he rolls up to the mansion like they have to go into, and he's on a Harley Davidson motorcycle, It's like
he tries to act so fucking tough.
He's like, I'm hard boiled, and then the old man at the little shop, he starts talking to Gintoki and them about helping the cop out. And it's like, whoa, this guy's the most hard-boiled man I ever met. It's just like, it's so ridiculous.
No, he ain't. Oh man.
Yeah.
The next
arc is with Tama, which was a good one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that robot arc. That's where they introduced her, right?
Yeah, that's where we first saw her. Gintoki was up late at night. And there was a commercial, and it was like a horror themed commercial about make sure you take your trash out on the right days.
Mm-hmm.
And Gintoki's like, that was a fucking commercial. And he's about to go to sleep. He's like, now that I think about it, I did leave my jumps out, but it's not recyclable day today. And so he wanted to go out there, and so he took Kagura with him, and he's like trying not to act scared, and she leaves. He's like, hey, wait, like just watch me over there while I pick it up. And then something drops, and then it's just her head, and he freaks out, and he passes out. He wakes up, and he's like, oh, I guess it was just a dream. And then you just see Kagura cracking eggs on Tama's head, and he's like, what are you doing? It's like, she's like, it's an egg cracker.
Oh man! And then she has that robot army, I believe.
Yeah, well, we also what's his name comes back, the old man that builds the robots.
Yeah,
down by the junkyard. He returns, and it's like, oh yeah, there's this company that builds robots. It's a very iRobot plot for this arc. Good stuff with Tama. It's like, oh yeah, she was built by her creator to bring back his dead daughter, and like she has her consciousness like in a hard drive or whatever in her head. And it gets pretty good stuff. Especially I like the ending to where like they find her brain chip or whatever, stick it back in her model head, and now she's just like I guess what is it? She just entertains the customers downstairs with the old lady and Catherine. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was good stuff for sure.
Yeah, and then because of that art, she's now like one of the main characters. You're gonna see her a lot.
Yeah, I remember last time I read Gintama, she popped up a few times, and yeah, because I remember she got her body, and she was working with the landlord. Yeah.
Yeah, freaking. I love how she just like actually drinks motor oil.
Yeah. It was funny too, because it's like we're introduced to a new character, but because this is Gintama, every character always has just something ridiculous about him as far as humor goes. So when they've turned her on for the first time, and then she starts going like, "Oh, would you like to make a save file?" Starts talking like about an RPG and stuff. It was hilarious.
Yeah. And then, the next arc, I remember this one really well. The Bentendo OE.
Yes. The it's opening night. Basically the Wii is coming out.
They're outside. I forget what anime they were making fun of. It was like an old school one, and they just see this delicious ass cheese.
Oh, that's a parody of something?
It is,
That's
yeah.
hilarious. Yeah, there's all this smoke, and it's like, can you guys please not do this? It's just hilarious. And they're like, "Oh yes, it's so delicious." Then everybody's like, "Fuck it, okay, we want some, take my spot."
Mm-hmm.
And then it turns into a game show. It's hilarious.
And then freaking, I think Kondo and the others are like, they're in a bathtub in like a motor, in like an oil can, like in line because it's so cold.
Yeah.
And then, dude, Katsura though, the Mario.
Katsurio.
Yeah, Katsurio and Elizabeth is just Ouija.
Yeah.
With the E on the hat.
Mm-hmm. I love how Sogo and Hijikata were just, Hijikata was just like, "Hey Mario, can I have your autograph?" He doesn't recognize him. And Sogo's like, "What are you talking about? That's not Mario. Clearly that's him over there." And then pointing at Elizabeth, it's just like, yep, it's just this dumb shit that I love.
Yeah, dude. And the games, wait, I think if I remember too, when they were in line, Katsura just pulled out a freaking, what do you call them? Those heated blankets that you go underneath.
Yeah, it's it's like at a table, right? Like we're I guess in a living room or in a dining room in Japan. And then they keep their legs down there for warmth, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's freaking great though, especially that the games they play too. When the Dragon Quest one was great because Hijikata's just dead, and then Gintoki just starts using his like his coffin as like a surfboard. He's sledding. He's using the coffin as a sled.
Yeah.
Then Gintoki's name is Kintoki.
Yeah, it's like, "Hey, you spelled my name wrong," or whatever. And then Kagura goes off on this ridiculous adventure. She gets like super high level armor and stuff.
Yeah, and then I think Sogo actually uses the king as a weapon.
Yeah, well, they grab Gintoki uses the old man as a weapon, and then he gets split in half and shares it with Hijikata. Yeah, then that's when Sogo comes back. He's, "I have the best weapon of all, the king."
Oh man. I think my most favorite quote in that episode or that arc was he was the dude he had the blue hat and the pink eye patch, and he's just like, "That's what a true gamer would do."
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was a good part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what's another quote? "I see. Is his younger brother with the inferiority complex still thriving? What a terrible thing to say. What do you know about Luigi?"
Yeah, they just start talking shit.
Yeah. And then they played that Tetris game, I think.
Yeah, where it was like these samurais that got drunk and their barf are the pieces. And then you see Shinpachi's like samurai, he's more drunk than the other guys, and like he's just throwing up more like bigger chunks, so he's having a hard time keeping up.
Yeah.
And then Katsura and I forgot his name. Kondo?
Yeah, Kondo.
Yeah, they were playing a dating sim.
Oh yeah, that was so weird.
Yeah, and it's just like I love how Kondo's like, "I've played every dating simulator known to man. I know all the ways of a relationship." Shinpachi, your sister says,
Bucky Memorial, that's the name of the game.
Yeah, he's just like, "Yeah, Shinpachi, your sister says I should live in a 2D world rather than the 3D," and they're like, "That's not a compliment, Kondo." And like they're playing and he's doing horrible, and then he looks over at Katsura's gameplay and he's just like, "My true intentions was going out with the mom."
I remember that. Freaking, and then there was a part where Shinpachi and Yamazaki were fighting. I can't remember what game they were playing though. Battle of the Jimi, I think.
With Shinpachi?
Yeah,
He
Shinpachi and Yamazaki.
he was doing the Tetris.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, got
Yeah.
it. Freaking, it was a good arc though. It's probably one of my most favorite arcs.
You know, the Nintendo Wii or Wii, whatever they
Yeah,
were calling it.
Nintendo OE.
Yeah.
Here, I'll
Uh,
even send you one of the screenshots I have from the anime. Might want to use it as the cover. It's just
um, you know which
perfect.
arc we forgot to talk about that's going to be recurring in Gintama is this is the first time we see the Shogun when he goes to the club.
Shogun Kaigo. Yep.
And then they play what's that game called, the King game,
The King game.
where they draw straws and then it's just like, oh, I'm the king.
I don't think I remember that. I think I gotta. Wow, what chapter was that?
Oh gosh, that was,
Lesson.
I don't remember.
Was it after the OE arc?
No, that was actually before. That was before the Sogo sister arc.
Really?
Yeah. I think it was only like 2 chapters or whatever, but all the club girls got sick. And so they're like, "Oh, we have a special guest. Like we need more women to show up." And then that's when Kagura wears all that ridiculous makeup because she wants to be one, but Gintoki's just like, "Well, you're too young. I don't think you should be doing this."
Oh, you mean the dude with the big ass afro? You mean that arc?
No,
Oh,
no.
damn
That
it.
we did read that arc. I did read that arc though. That was with Hachiro. Hachiro's mom showed up, and
Yeah.
she was trying to find her son, and that was a good arc too. Good wholesome time.
I'm trying to remember that arc.
I can't find her name. But yeah, I think Gintoki and Shinpachi ended up throwing on wigs, and they're just girls in towels in disguise because like they're short a few people. And they even grabbed trying to find her here. They grabbed Sarutobi as well, and then she threw on this BDSM outfit because that's what she's into.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I remember now.
Yeah, there was a part every time.
Chapter 128. That's it.
Yeah. They're like, okay, we have to make this easy for the Shogun, make sure it's a good time. And like, they kept saying like, oh, how about, whoever drew the number 3, stick has to, get naked. And it's like, oh, the Shogun had it. And they're just like, oh, fuck, what do we do? What do we do?
They're so afraid of the Shogun, but he's like the most innocent man.
Yeah. Then the last one was, they grabbed it and, Sarutobi was just like, okay, this person has to grab clothes for whoever's naked or whatever, and it's like it was the Shogun, so he just stands up and he starts running. And then it cuts to all the Shinsengumi outside guarding the club, and they're like, I wonder if he's having fun. And then you just see him walking outside naked, and they're just like, Shogun, what are you doing? And he's just running, trying to go find clothes somewhere, and they're all chasing him down. It was hilarious.
Dude, like I kind of feel bad for the Shogun because he's put in like dumb situations like that.
Oh yeah.
And then he's completely fine with it though.
Yeah, he had a good time at the end.
Yeah. Dude, I gotta do the Katsura Mario cosplay though.
Katsurio, yeah.
Yeah, Katsurio. Someone actually cosplayed as them. I'm like, whoa.
Nice. Yeah, I think I found a new cosplay when they were doing the Mixer arc to have what the hell's her name? The Yagyu girl again? Cube?
Yeah. The rap Katsu?
Yeah. I have it right here. Hold on. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about this. This is great.
Mm-hmm. Dude.
Yeah, it just says Zura on his pink hoodie.
Joy is joy.
Yeah.
Joy is joy.
Yeah, and it's a pun because joy. Let's see, I can pull it up right here. Joy was a movement to exclude foreigners in the Edo period.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was hilarious.
Here, I'll send you the photo.
Oh yeah, Katsu Rap was his name. Yeah.
Yeah, with Elizabeth holding the boombox. You need to find an Elizabeth though if you go if you go as Katsura, because like
yeah, I need an Elizabeth.
Elizabeth cosplayers are like very rare to find.
Yeah, it's just hilarious, and I'm like, yeah, that's just me right there.
Here, I'll send you a photo of the Discord that we should use as the the photo. But yeah, so now you got to read 50 more chapters after this, though.
There were some small arcs I want to just bring up because there were some little highlight stuff here. There was the anniversary special chapter for Kochikame. I don't know if I'm pretty sure they did in the anime. It was like a virus to where they would get the thick unibrows and they would act like zombies.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because Kochikame has the big unibrow, so that was nice to see. I think one of the chapter covers was also like that during a previous anniversary for Kochikame. So that's cool. That I love it when the mangakas and Jump start doing that kind of stuff. I remember when Naruto ended, Oda drew a cover for One Piece where it was Naruto eating with Luffy. They're eating a bowl of ramen, and then you see Nami there with like a Naruto-like dress. I like that kind of stuff that they do with each other.
I wonder if, because I know Gintama makes fun of like all the other animes. I wonder if there's any other anime that's made fun of Gintama or have done a reference to that. Because what was I gonna say? I know that I don't know if the mangaka for Gintama did this, but do you remember that one? It was like 20 different artists drew like JoJo characters.
Yeah, they drew JoJo characters. There was also a time where they drew each other's characters. Let's see, Jump artists. Yeah, it was all Jump artists, I believe. They drew JoJo.
Yeah, because I think Akira Toriyama did one. I'm not sure if the dude for Gintama made it though.
Yes, he did. I believe he did.
He did.
So right, I'll pull it up right now because it's good stuff. So if you just look up Shonen Jump, what did I say? Jump artist draw JoJo, you'll find it. It's for the 25th anniversary of Jump.
Yeah.
So Kochikame drew it. He drew Jotaro when he had the gun. Naruto drew. Kishimoto drew Giorno, which was so good. The mangaka from Madaka Box drew Jotaro.
iShield 21 was like the exact same thing.
Yeah. The Bakuman artist drew Rohan. This was perfect. The Beelzebub mangaka drew Josuke. It's great because Beelzebub's, a delinquent manga at first, so it fits perfectly.
Hideaki drew cars in space with Hasegawa.
Oh, did he?
He did, yeah.
Let's see, I gotta pull it up here. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And then Toriyama drew Jotaro and Iggy. The Hunter x Hunter mangaka drew the boss from part 5. The mangaka for Toriko drew Jotaro, which almost looks kind of exactly like
Oda. Yeah. Oda, the dude that made One Piece, like drew him like a marine.
Oh, he drew
Jotaro.
Yeah, he drew him like a One Piece character. It's great.
Yeah.
To my surprise, the Putufuku mangaka drew all the JoJos together.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting selection of mangakas. Like, I'm surprised he went over, I don't know, somebody else. Even the Lucky Man guy. The Gyro one was so good from the manga that did Nura.
And the author for Shaman King drew Jolene.
For Shaman King? Oh, yes. Yeah. With her stand. Yeah. That looks so good.
Dude, I'm not surprised, though, that Hideaki picked cars with freaking Hasegawa. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Kubo's one was great of Gyacho.
Yeah.
Really good. The Sked Dance one was good, too, with Joseph.
Man, but yeah, what other arcs are we missing?
Yeah, just some highlight ones here. Katsura was having a meeting with all the samurai, and like they were just gossiping about this new show they were watching, and Katsura was just saying how, like, we're here on official business and you guys are just gossiping like schoolgirls or whatever, this and that. And so he leaves, and everybody's like, wait, come back. And then next thing you know, you see him at the rental place, And he's like, yeah, I want to rent this show that I heard about. And they're like, well, you need an ID. And he's like, how do I get an ID? And it's like, well, you can always get a driver's license. And so he had to do the driving test.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And he had a buddy up with Gintoki because the arc before that was actually with Hattori Hanzo, the ninja.
Uh-huh.
And he his mission was to assassinate this Oracle child. And the gag in that chapter was Gintoki kept hitting him with his scooter. So Gintoki has to retake his test. And it's just a mess with Katsura trying to drive. That stuff was good.
I think you also get to see Captain Katsura also. Because he's like Captain Tsubasa.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because he's got the eye patch on.
Yes, yeah, he's in disguise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part was good. There was an arc with Gintoki got sick.
Uh-huh.
And they had a client that they had to go meet. So Kagura's like, "Don't worry, we got this." So she changes herself to look like Gintoki. He's wearing his clothes, wearing glasses, and starts like trying to like do these random quotes Gintoki does. That part was was a little fun. If you remember Otsu, she the idol, she was captain of the Shinsengumi for a day.
Oh God, yeah, I remember. Cornflakes.
Yeah.
Ooh, what other random words can I come up with as an idol and people are still gonna love it?
Mm-hmm. And then
Dude,
like
she's just the Bella Daphne of Gintama.
Oh man. Oh yeah, she's hilarious. And then she gets kidnapped by the terrorist, and then the Shinsengumi are just doing random stuff, trying to negotiate. Oh, and then she picks a mascot, and it's Gintoki in them, and Gintoki's he's wearing a beard, and he's like a Sagittarius. No, he's a centaur. He's a centaur.
Yeah.
And he has Kagura on his back, and she's dead, and he's like, "I did it. I killed her." You know. It's like, and it's like, what the hell kind of mascot is this? What do you think we are? That part was hilarious because he was just acting so depressed the whole time. There was one where Sadaharu wanted to make a friend with this wiener dog.
Oh yeah, I'm actually on that chapter right now. I'm looking at it.
Oh yeah. And
like, it's weird for me because I'm trying to remember these like tiny little half episodes. And I'm like, do I remember this? Like, it was so long ago.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I think
most of these were like 2 to 3 chapters. It's very rare to get one chapter, one-offs now in Gintama, which
Dog's
I find
meatball smells quite pleasant. The titles of these chapters too are great.
Oh yeah, they're just all over the place. Where is it? I forget. I keep forgetting his name. The guy with the glasses.
Hasegawa.
Yeah, Hasegawa. He shows up at the very end of the chapter, and he has like those robot dogs from like the mid-2000s commercials.
Those, yeah. Oh my God! And he just the robot dog just starts having like sex with all the other dogs.
Oh yeah. Well, at the end, he starts humping the wiener dog that Sadaharu was trying to make friends with, and the owner was a Yakuza member.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah, and he was just like, she just had puppies, you know, and Sadaharu was just, because they think Sadaharu just wants a girlfriend. And he's like, no, she can't be doing anything like that right now. And then he's like, you know what? It's okay. You guys have my approval. And then he just turns around and just the robot dog's humping her, and it's hilarious.
Freaking the name of that dog is called I think it's Matao, just like Madao.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's where we see that's where the what did he say? Gintoki kept saying like, oh, you know, you shouldn't use dogs or pets to impress women or whatever, like some of the guys were doing at this dog park. And then he sees the news lady, the weather lady that he's a big fan of, and she has a dog, and he's like, yeah, check out my dog.
Sadaharu.
Yeah, and then so she starts she says her dog's name, and it's just like this really stupid complex thing, like it's just a bunch of actors' names and movies in a row.
Oh man, it's great. Dude, I'm telling you, like, also these the names for these chapters too, like the one after the dog, It's called if you don't set a timer to automatically turn off your air conditioning, then you'll probably catch a cold when you go to sleep. And that's the title for chapter 127.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Oh yeah, that is that. Oh, that's Otai-chan drunk. She like passed out.
Oh yeah, that's the one with the Shogun. It's because like,
Mhm.
oh, everybody's sick. Is there one more person? And like, yeah, she's the only one left of the club. And the club owner just said, well, you know what they say, idiots never get sick. And then she she smacked him on the head.
Oh yeah, because she actually dresses up as a girl for once.
Oh,
Kyubey.
Kyubey, yeah, yeah, they throw on like a just a kimono, and they give her a flower eye patch to wear.
Mm-hmm. Freaking, I love how what's her name? The cat girl.
Oh, Catherine.
Yeah, she shows up and like even in the manga, her chest is just censored because it's too ugly.
and it's like, hey, why are you showing your nipples? And she's just like, cough up the dough or whatever if you don't want to get in trouble for sexual harassment or whatever. And it's like, okay, come on.
Oh man, all these arcs. Are we missing any other mini arcs? Or?
The last one I have written down was, I don't remember this one though. It was with a sage. I'll just pull it up real quick, refresh my memory. But other than that, that was pretty much all that I read out of the 50 chapters. It's getting less than last time because, like I said, he's less focused on one-offs right now, which I'm enjoying because I like more complex. Oh, yeah, I remember this arc. The last arc the last chapter I read, 150, has everybody's asleep, and then like they keep hearing this voice, and it's Lake Toya, the bamboo stick or the sword that Gintoki uses, and it's like, oh, this is his spirit, and his with his design too. I'm like, this has to be a ripoff of like a ripoff of Bleach because he looks just like Zangetsu. He has like he's got the long hair, he's got the goatee. He's the
still lives with his mom.
He still lives with his mom. Yeah, okay, yeah. When they started, it's just like, okay, they're obviously like they're all asleep and they're in the sword spirit or whatever, right? And then once they started pulling out like the fridge, they open the fridge, they're going under his bed, finding his porn magazines and stuff. I was like, okay, what are we doing here?
Yeah. They're like, is that a wastebasket full of like used tissue? Ew, it smells.
Yeah. And then his mom shows up, and then his dad shows up, and he beats up his dad, and it's like, yes, this is the ultimate technique you need to learn. Yeah, it's just hilarious stuff.
Dude, freaking like, why do you need to learn it? Oh, so Bandai can put me in their video games because I don't have any special attacks.
Yeah, and then Gintoki was just like, no, I'm good. He's like, are you really that lazy that you don't want to learn an ultimate technique or whatever?
It's that Kamehameha that's his ultimate technique.
Yeah. Which he can use in J-Stars.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Dude, I miss J-Stars.
Yeah. I can't believe Gintoki's not in Jump Force.
Yeah, right? That's why I'm not playing the game. He's not in Jump Force. That's why.
Yeah, well, it's a garbage game too, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just play J-Stars instead.
Yeah.
Freaking but yeah, that's those are chapters 100 through 150 of Gintama. 50 lessons.
Good stuff. The art's fantastic. His art. God damn it. His art. His art really shines on. I really like the chapter covers for some stuff. Like during the Hard Boiled arc, the cover was Gintoki, Kagura, and Shinpachi all in suits.
Yeah,
I like it too because Shinpachi's wearing a striped suit. That I like, and Kagura's wearing a trench coat because she's like a detective, and then you see Gintoki and like all in a black suit smoking a cigar. Like that's some good stuff. And then you have one of the chapter covers during the Yagyu clan arc when they wanted to rescue Tei, and then it's just Shinpachi in his otaku uniform, for Otsu, and then behind him is a dragon, but the dragon's wearing like those comedic glasses where like it has the spirals in them. like otaku
Yeah.
glasses, and so the dragon's wearing that. Like that's pretty funny.
Oh man, you think those have great chapter covers? Freaking One Piece, dude.
Oh yeah. So we're both reading One Piece actually.
You're rereading One Piece.
It was about time. So I'm rereading One Piece. This is my fourth time rereading it, I think.
God damn.
Yeah, and I'm reading it in color actually. There's some color chapters out there. It's all the way to 838, I think. And it just looks fantastic. But yes, the chapter covers for One Piece are amazing. I save almost every one, each chapter. Every time one pops up,
God.
it's just so good.
Mm-hmm. See, I feel like I should be doing reviews too for One Piece, because I'm reading like 50 chapters almost a day.
We should do it. We'll get the boy Shelby in because he's actually reading it as well.
Ooh, yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Finally, after I've been telling the boy like, you just read One Piece already, man.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll hit him up, see if he's down to do some One Piece talk.
I mean, he's cosplayed as Luffy's before.
Yes, he did. He needs to bring it back. I actually want him to cosplay Sanji. I think he'd be a good Sanji.
Yeah, he'd be a great Sanji, actually.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to figure out who I should cosplay as from One Piece.
Dude, just wait. Like, there's so many characters. There's probably 1,000 characters right now in One Piece.
Good lord.
Mm-hmm. I watched, oh, did it start here? I watched, Super Eye Patch Wolf's video on One Piece. He did 2 videos. I forget which one it is. But he mentions, like, there's too many characters, and he put a number up, and it was like, I want to say like 835. And that was like maybe 2-3 years ago. So that was at least 1 to 2 arcs ago, and it's just so much in One Piece.
Dude, yeah, get Shelby on it so we can talk about it. I'm down for that.
Yeah, we could probably just do every arc because One Piece is structured very much into its arcs. Unlike here with Gintama, it's more of a week to week, like story of the week, basically.
But yeah, pretty much until you get to like the serious arcs.
Yeah, and then those last for usually, I want to say around 6 chapters long or so.
Yeah, they usually do.
So we'll be back in the next 50 chapters. I'll try to get through that as good as possible. I have more downtime now without the cons and other stuff we've been doing. So
yeah, so we can finally do more reviews.
Yeah, I took a peek at the next chapter, and it's the Valentine's Day chapter, so I'm gonna have fun with that one.
Oh, for Gintama?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think I know which one that is.
It starts off, just to talk about it real quick, Kagura's watching TV, and they're talking about Valentine's Day. She's like, "What's that?" And Toki's like, "Oh, I guess that's today, huh?" Pachi's like, "Yeah, never really affects me." And then it just zooms out, and like they're all dressed really nice, hair slicked back, because they want to get chocolates.
Yeah.
I always love that with it's always a classic trope with the manga when it comes to Valentine's Day. It's always like the guy's like, okay, we gotta impress these ladies, try to get the chocolates, and then it becomes this whole
a giant
comedy.
robot comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's supposed to be making fun of Ultraman.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nice. But yes, again, that's all we have for today, guys. Thanks for listening. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, what are your thoughts on Gintama? We would love to hear it and talk about it here on the reviews. So you can email us at unversedpodcast@gmail.com. And you could follow us on Instagram at Unversed Podcast right there. Drop in daily videos of clips from the podcast. Come over and just reminisce on those good times that we had on the podcast from before. Good stuff. And at Unversed Podcast anywhere else. And again, LA Comic-Con is the next convention we'll be at, so be sure to swing by if you're going and say what's up. GrantCon. Was this like 4 now?
Yeah.
GrantCon Part 4 2019, baby.
I won't be there, unfortunately, but have fun.
Oh yeah, well you got to rest up for Grant Con ALA edition
Yeah.
next year.
Oh man, that's gonna be wild.
Ah, dude, I can't wait for ALA. Can't
I'm gonna
wait.
see. I'm gonna see if I can get some new cosplays up.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I was thinking like I might do a bunch of cosplays, like go back to the room, and switch into more comfy cosplays.
So you want to do what Eric does?
Yeah, so I'm thinking. Yeah, I think Katsu Rap might be one of them.
Hell yeah! Just bring the boombox with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta find a boombox. I found an interesting one on Etsy. I might do. It's a cardboard one.
See, I want to do a Chernobyl cosplay
Yes, that'll be something
with the spicy Lego.
with it.
I'm bringing Han Solo again because my friend said he's gonna go as Lando, and I'm like, finally.
Nice. Yeah, I should have a good amount of cosplays this year or next year. Excuse me. Yeah.
And then I convinced one of my friends to go as Princess Caroline, and I'm gonna go as I gotta go as BoJack now.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah,
every
yeah.
con. Yeah,
That's your new Grant cosplay.
yeah, pretty much.
All right, guys. We'll catch you on the next episode. So in the meantime, sit back and let's just listen to some good old music.
I represent the dreamers. I know you've seen us, of course. We the ones who use our minds as a real force, endorsed by many, but they need to penny it out. Cause when you got a problem, who you gonna call? Us, cause we fight evil. Rulers are wicked in darkness. In this world of the blatantly heartless, my dearly departed. Granny, know you in a better place now. See you looking down, so I'm picking up the pace now. I got the solution for revolution. Think if you take away guns, they gon' stop shooting? Yeah, right. The world needs to start letting themselves be lied to. They probably wouldn't change if they tried to. But I'ma keep relaying these facts. Borrow my mind for some change, then you paying me back in the exact amount of effort that I put in. You jealous of us, I'm jealous of us I'm putting. I could've stopped dreaming even if Freddy was there. I still wouldn't be caught dead in a nightmare. I'm right here with some blue hair like an anime. I never been brainless, can't contaminate me. My dreams don't fold. Nah, I ain't putting them on hold. Standing out, I don't fit in that mold. Break the locks, I'm cracking that code. My dreams don't fold. Nah, I ain't putting them on hold. The dreamers don't sleep much while I'm mad. It's like that.
I'm a king of swords, important sort of sport. I court for the force like a Jedi Knight. I fight to comport the right sort of sentiment you can use to carry on your dreams. Use as a torch to pursue the better life to give rise to a better life. Better right like a veteran in the heat of a lead fight. Live my land, blast holes on the bed of this blessed night. So she gives birth to dreams of me and foreign sights and higher heights. Cracking gavels of crooks, writing laws and books, shooting us down like Sandy Hook. So all the children lost in the city of wind. R.I.P. I won't stop till we begin to win. So when is the question? Here and the now. Talk is cheap. Stand up or sit down. I ain't gotta say no more. No need to talk. Dream is dream while we walking our walk. So what you doing, huh?
My dreams don't fold. Nah, I ain't putting them on hold. Standing out, I don't fit in that mold. Break the locks, I'm cracking that code. My dreams don't fold. Nah, I ain't putting them on hold. The dreamers don't sleep much while I'm mad. It's like that. Yeah, I got a personal vendetta with fools using Berettas in pursuit of that cheddar. Kids getting slain trying to gain mozzarella. Instead, try dreaming about something better. My destiny, I never met her, but I wouldn't sweat her. When we do meet, I'ma string something together. Spend my last as bars and scrapping life as spaghetti. That's food for thought, y'all not ready. Swerve in the pool of your own self-doubt. You ain't gotta support me, I ain't getting stressed out. Yoga flame lanes trying to claim what we bout. You ain't exercising your rights, you getting stressed out. Wow, you gotta keep dreaming for real. One thing that never dies is a man's will. Toggling anvils, trying to find a balance. Dreams are reality, it's always a challenge.